Hello, all of you. Myself, Naresh Rawal, and I am the physical education teacher of Modern Indian School. So, from now on, I am going to take the physical education class for class 12, and it will be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday after 3 o'clock from 3 to 3:30. Before I start the class, I would like to thank our respected principal sir, Vibha ma'am, for considering my request. I requested them to please give me a class, and because I also want to take the physical education class, so I want to thank them. They considered my request. So, physical education. Let me tell you something about physical education. In this topic, today's topic, I am going to tell you two things. This is our first class. So most of you students, they don't know the pattern of exam because last year they have changed the pattern of exam. So first of all, I am going to tell you how the exam in exams the questions are coming and how you are going to answer them. The second thing, the most important thing is the practical issue. Most of you don't know how to make a practical file or what are the things included in that practical file. So these two things I am going to tell you in today's topic. And first of all, before I start, I just want to tell you why to take physical education. Most of you students have a confusion. Sometimes they ask their class teachers, sometimes they ask their friends, relatives. So you should directly come to the physical education and you should come to me. You can ask your teachers, other teachers of the sports department, what is the importance of physical education? Let me tell you, it's a sixth subject. All of us you know. And suppose if you fail in any subject, unfortunately, if you fail in any subject, and if this in this subject if you are pass, then you are going to get an opportunity to give a re-exam of that paper. Suppose if you fail in mathematics, five subjects. Suppose if you fail in mathematics and if you have taken physical education and if you pass in that subject, then you are supposed to give an exam of this maths again. But suppose if you haven't taken physical education and you fail, so physical education is like a lifeline for the students. And the second thing is, I want to tell you about the importance of physical education. Physical education is not only about running, exercise, playing football, badminton, etc. It is not like that. It is something, if you ask me, I consider physical education is a subject which is going to help you throughout your life. It is related from the beginning of when a child born till the end of the life. I'm not saying that other subjects are not important, they are also equally important, but physical education is a subject which will help you in so many ways. Like if you have a brother, if you have a sister at home, you can see how in physical education there is a chapter, children and sports. In that chapter you will see different stages of growth and development of a child, toddler, early childhood, late childhood, adolescence. So whatever you teach in this, you are going to learn in and you are going to watch it. Yeah, the way how they grow. There is a chapter about food and nutrition and diet. In that chapter, you are going to know about the importance of food. What do you mean by carbohydrate? What is the importance of fat? What is the importance of protein? And other things, importance of water, vitamins, you can say vitamins or minerals. So many things are there in that chapter that will help you to understand the things properly, and that understanding is not only for a certain period of time, not to because you want to pass the exam. That will help you throughout your life. And there's a chapter like sports and medicine. It's a very interesting chapter. Sports and medicine, you are going to know about the first aid. First aid, if you know first aid, it will help you. You can tell your parents, grandparents, your brothers and sisters. And there is a part where I'm going to tell you about injuries, skin injuries, okay, muscle injuries, and then there is a heart tissue injuries, dislocation, fracture is there, skin and muscle injuries, I'm going to tell you about cramp, strain, sprain, so many things are there. So and like there is a chapter of psychology and sports. So psychology is not only required in sports, but it is required in all the aspects of life, whether you study, whether you work in an office or anywhere, because it is concerned with stress, anxiety, depression, how to control your anger. So many things are there. So physical education, basically there is a concept that it is only running and exercise and playing games. No, there is a mixture of everything, and believe me students, it will help you throughout your life. And whatever I'm going to tell you, you can tell your parents also, that mother, if there, this is the importance of carbohydrates. In this food we'll get these things, in this vegetable we get these things. And so many things, combination of so many things. The other thing which is an important part of physical education is that some of you, if you want to go for in the army, in police, or in force, definitely this subject will help you. Because definitely after, if you are in this subject, you are going to keep your body fit and healthy, and it will definitely help you if you are applying for these types of posts. So basically what I am trying to tell you, that please go through the chapters, whatever I am going to tell you today. I am going through this online, but definitely in the coming days I'm going to take classes also, and in that classes also I'm going to tell you so many things about physical education. So okay, that was a small introduction. Now let me start about the subject physical education. First of all, I just want to tell you the pattern of exam, the question paper. 70 marks will be a theoretical part which I am going to teach you. 70 marks theoretical, and 30 marks will be of practical. Like, first of all, let me tell you about this theoretical section. In theoretical section, there will be 20 questions. If you have pen or paper, please note it down. There will be 20 questions of 1 mark, and okay, and it will be on multiple choice question. 20 questions of 1 mark. Suppose there is a question, just where is MIS situated? Okay, just give you an example. And there will be 4 options: Chobar, Balku, and there will be an option of Kalimati and Satobatu. So Chobar is the right answer. You have to take it. This is the multiple choice question, 20 marks. Now, the other question will be of 3 marks of 10 questions. There will be 10 questions of 3 marks. So 3 into 10, that means 30 marks. 30 marks will be the 3 marks question that you are going to write it. That means 20 is your MCQ, 30 will be of 3 marks. That is 50 marks. Now 20 marks left. 20 marks, you are going to have 4 questions of 5 marks. 5 into 4 questions, that means 20. So that will be long question answers. In 3 marks also, you have to write at least more than half page, 100 words minimum, 100 to 125 words, I think you have to write more than half page. And in that, in 5 marks question, at least more than 1 page, 1.5 page you have to write. And please write the correct things. It's not like if I am saying you to write the full anything you are writing, it's not like about that question. So 20 marks will be of MCQ, multiple choice question, 30 marks will be 3 marks question, and 20 marks will be there of 5 marks question, and 4 questions will be there. So please note it down. If any confusion, please call me, write to me, or you can call me directly anytime, not after 9 o'clock please, but 9 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the morning. In between you can call me. Now this is the part of the how to write an exam. Now the second part is about practical. Yeah, in practical exam, definitely there will be a viva section. There will be running. We are going to make you run 100 meters or 200 meters, push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups. You are going to do it. This is the first part. The second part will be you have to make a practical file where you are going to write the things about one. I'm coming to on that topic. Wait, I'm just giving a short brief. That the third thing is that the examiner is going to ask you the questions about from that practical file. So these are the things involved in that for practical, and it will be of 30 marks. So now coming to the practical file, how you are going to make the practical file, what are the things required to make a practical file. So in practical file there will be a file, uh, so many things, you don't need to write, just choose one game, whichever game you like. Okay, whichever game you play, like if you play badminton, football, basketball, table tennis, cricket, choose any one game and write down one by one about that game. Please note it down. The first thing will be the history of that game. You have to write something about the history of that game. First point. The second thing which you are going to write down is the line and measurement of that game. Okay, if you are playing football, what will be the area of that football, what is the weight of the ball, what is the height of the goal post, width of the goal post. Okay, if you are playing making a project on badminton, what is the length and breadth of the court, height of the net, and everything you have to involve. So that is the second part, lines and measurement. The third thing which you are going to involve it is about skills. Okay, and skills, what you are going to write skills in football, dribbling, passing, shooting. Okay, these are the things. The third part is known as skills. In that you have to write down the things about skills. Okay, in badminton, suppose if you are taking badminton, you have to write how to make a service, how to smash, and so these are the things you are going to write in. If you are making a cricket project on cricket, you have to write batting skill, bowling skill, wicket keeping skill, fielding skills. These are the things you are going to write. Now, the fourth thing is about rules and regulations. What are the rules and regulations of that game? Like suppose in cricket there must be six ball. You do six balls, and it's a 50 over match, or it's a 20 over match according to the tournament condition. Okay, there are 11 players in the field when they do fielding, two players batting. Order. These are some of the rules and regulation. Catch, outing, out. How sorry, I'm saying outing. How a player goes out. There are different methods. So these are all the rules and regulations of any game. And like in table tennis, okay, there are two players. The match is of 11 points. Every player needs to do two services. One time I'll do two service. The opponent will do two service. So these are the common rules. And so third thing, fourth thing is rules. And after that you are going to write the awards. What are the different types of awards given, a government gives to the player or the coaches? Normally the awards, please note it down. The awards are uh, Rajiv Gandhi Khelkut Ratna Award is there. Dronachari Award is there. Dronachari is for coaches, and Arjun Award is there. There are so many awards. So Dronacharya and Arjun has the word has taken from Mahabharata. Dronacharya was the coach, and Arjun was the shishya, student. So that is why it's a Dronacharya award, Arjun award, and you have to write few things about that Dronacharya. How much money they give? It is around 5 lakhs to the coach, and like in Arjun award also you have to write, and also you need to write the name of that players, the players who got, or the coaches who have received these awards in the past few years. So you have to write the awards, and the last thing in that is the tournaments. What are the different types of tournaments? uh, in for that game. Like suppose if you are talking about this football. In football, there is a Duranan Cup is there. There is a Subroto Cup is there. The tournaments which are played in India, we are talking about India because our board is CBSE board. So whatever you are going to do, you are going to take it from Indian pattern, from India. So these are the some common football tournaments. In cricket, there is Ranji trophies. There you can say. So you have to write if you are doing making a project on cricket. So just Google and you will get all the information. Besides that, you can add some portions of injuries. What are the different types of injuries? You can add it to make your practical file very good. You can add some types of asanas also. Definitely there are so many asanas, some asanas to cure, which will help you in obesity, which will help you in depression. So anything you can write about it, asanas also. And after that, these are the common things you need for a practical file. And the most important thing is, please students, right now you have a time, spare time, start writing it, because in other subjects I don't know. I think you do print out, you make out print out from for that other subject. But in our physical education, everything you need to write it. It should be a handwritten. So please start writing it. If you are making, I'm just giving a history, 3 4 pages for history, 3 4 pages for skills, 3 4 pages for lines and so around it will be around 40 50 pages. So you need to write 40. There is no compulsion, you can make it of 100 pages also. But no, it should not be like 5 page or 10 page. Everything should be involved in that. So if I make a project, if you ask me, the project should be of 40 50 pages minimum, and try to paste some photos of that game. If you're making a project on of cricket, yes, you can paste the photo of Dhoni. You can paste in that, you can paste foreign players also, Dhoni, Virat Kohli, and other players. And in football also, Messi, Ronaldo, you just try to paste some photos. So that's all for today's. So if you have any confusion, please contact me, and you can directly call me on my mobile also, or you can directly call me, you can write on my WhatsApp. And please again I am repeating, you have a spare time, start writing your project in this time, because at the last hour you have to make so many projects. You have to make project on accounts, you have to make project on physics, chemistry, that is also very important project. So it's a spare time, start doing it right now. Just go to the Google and try writing it, and please show it to me. Uh, if there is any correction, I'll tell you. And you need to submit it before Dasai break. Dasai break is the deadline. After that, we are not going to accept it. It's a strict instruction from our respected principal sir, that if you are not going to submit it, show it to me before the shade break, we are not going to accept it. So still now there is 6 7 months. We have a spare time. Start writing it. And once again, thank you very much, Principal Sir, Bima ma'am, Coordinator ma'am. That's all. Stay at home. Stay safe. Bye bye.